Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com with some job search tactics and motivation for today. And this is really an addendum to my last video, which was about how to set yourself up for promotions and future career moves within your first 90 days on a new job. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I would encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SpeedUpMyJobSearch, so you can watch that one. And click the subscribe button while you're there so you can see all of our videos as they first come out, or at the very least, please click that like button on that one and this one so more people in your network can find these. So there's something else during your first 90 days that's really important that you watch out for, because this can really spiral into a career killer. Yeah, that guy again from one of our prior videos that we had. And this really stems from a video that went viral years ago, and now the messages of that video have been picked up and promoted by countless other people. And frankly, I think it's one of the primary reasons for all the job hopping that's going on out there. Now, this was originally in a video by Steve Jobs of Apple. And his point was that if you're not truly passionately in love with what you do for a living, well, then you should go do something else. Now, I mean no disrespect to Steve Jobs. He was a major influence on America. But personally, I think his advice here is very dangerous. And I'll tell you why. A true passion for something can be developed, right? Even if you don't see it at first, it can be earned through the hard work and through the tough times that you have to go through in order to get good at whatever it is you're trying to develop a passion for. Right? And the reason I say that this is so dangerous is because of how people are applying this to their careers. Right? When you start a new job, you're all excited about it, right? You go through what we would call a honeymoon phase, right? Where everything the company does is cool, right? It's so much better than the last place that you worked, right? And the people are so nice and the manager's great and just everything is wonderful at this new place. But after a month or sometimes two, the honeymoon phase wears off. Right? And the job becomes a job, right? The novelty of the new environment and the excitement of it is gone. You know what you're going to be doing tomorrow. And frankly, it's not that exciting anymore. And that's when so many people nowadays are starting to think, wow, well, maybe this isn't my passion. Maybe I don't love this job as much as I thought I was going to. I guess I better go look for something else. And then they call me. Right? As a headhunter, I get those calls a lot. Or worse than this, you just start showing up to work late, or taking multiple days off, or you're sitting on your phone all day, texting your friends, all within your first 90 days when they're really watching you, and then you get fired. I've seen this happen over and over and over again. It's hard enough to explain one termination to a potential employer during an interview, but if that happens a few times in a row, man, that's tough to justify, right? So here's the thing about passion and being passionate about what you do. It can be very intentionally developed right where you are. When you start doing more than you're being paid to do, and then that gets recognized and you start making more money because you're doing more, right? And then you start getting really good at what you do because you're doing more at that particular company where you are, and people start seeing you as the go-to resource for what you do. All of a sudden you notice how good that feels to be that go-to person, right? And then you're going to start trying to learn even more about what you do so you can get even better. And then more people are going to notice, and then that's what lights your fire even more. That's where passion is created for what you do. But you can only get there if you can survive the grind. That third month, the fourth month, when you're still trying to learn everything there, but they're fully expecting you to be up to speed by then. And it's hard, and it's not fun, and you don't feel passionate about it yet, right? That's when you can just fall back on your goals, right? Hopefully you set those goals for yourself in the first 90 days, 6 months, 1 year. So before your job starts, if you haven't done this already, set some goals, right? First thing, number one on that set of goals is to write down everything in the state of the environment on your first day. So when you walk in the door, what do things look like, right? So that by your 6th month, you can then look around and compare the two and how much of an impact you've had on the company, how much you've accomplished. Make a list of those accomplishments, keep track. Then compare that to your 1-year mark. So you can make another list of accomplishments for those 6 months. And then a year and a half in, maybe 2 years, and then allow yourself to start evaluating whether you can see yourself at this company long term. But don't let yourself do that before that 1.5 year mark, so you can establish yourself in that company. And if you can see yourself there long term, great. Take those lists of accomplishments that you now have into your boss's office, and you can justify a raise, right? Or if you can't see yourself there long term, you're going to have a much better idea of what you are looking for, and you've got a great list of accomplishments that you can add to your resume. Either way, make a plan to keep track of what you're doing, set your goals, and you can develop your passion. You're going to be glad you did this. Again, I'm Paul Cameron. I'm from speedupmyjobsearch.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel here. It's free. You can see all of our videos as they come out, or sign up to have them emailed to you every week just by going to drivestaff.com/motivate. And remember, don't chase your passion. Develop it right where you are. You can do this. Now, it's time to get to work.